Yo guys, what is up? It is Maddie Plays here, back with another video for you guys. Episode 3 of the Leicester City career mode. Please guys, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and follow my Twitter and Instagram. Let's get into this, guys. So the last episode we had a game against Chelsea and Sheffield where we lost 2-0, but then we won 5-1 against Sheffield. We had the bounce back. We have a game against Bournemouth in this episode, and then we have the transfer deadline day. So we're going to look into some players and see that who we could nab just before transfer deadline day. And we can see that Zaha has gone to Manchester United there, a rival club of ours, and I'm not really happy he's gone back there, to be fair. And Sandro Tonali, who's actually gone to Granada on loan, but I'm not really pleased about that either. But we have a new guy that we're looking at here. Pedro de la Vega is a great talent. Hopefully we can get him. We have Justin Kluivert, another player that's quite quick and a winger. Genghis Under, another player, and Lucas Vazquez. So those are the 4 guys I'm looking at right now. Well, wingers that we could try and bring in, hopefully, but we'll see later on. Let's get into this game against Bournemouth, which is going to be a tight game at home at the King Power Stadium. So I'm going to try something different for this game, and I'm actually going to look to bench Tielemans for this game and let Maddison play a bit deeper. I think it's going to be impossible to not have Götze in the side after the last game. I mean, he scored and assisted in that last game, and he's been a great player, but it's a bit of a surprise that Vardy hasn't really been scoring. He hasn't really been involved in some of the play, and I expect Vardy to be off the mark by now, especially as this is around the 4th game of the season now, and he still hasn't produced anything for me. But I still have faith in him. You know, he's my player, so we'll wait for him to get the goods, and we'll see. Hopefully this game, but we'll get into it. It's Leicester versus Bournemouth at the King Power Stadium. The last game was against Sheffield, where we absolutely destroyed them 5-1, easy victory here. But I got a feeling that it's not going to be the same thing with Bournemouth. This is a team that won't play 5 at the back and can actually play. Looking at the Premier League table, we're actually 5th right now, which isn't bad for where I want to be. I want to get in the Champions League, so 5th isn't too bad. But a win here would state our intent that we want to get into the Champions League and we want to do this proper. But we'll see what Bournemouth can do, because they do like to pass and they can cause a lot of problems. I mean, Eddie Howe is a great manager. But let's look at the lineup here. So in goal we got Kasper Schmeichel with Ricardo Pereira and Kanji, Soyuncu and Chilwell in the defence. Midfield 3 of Ndidi, Götze and Maddison. Harvey Barnes, Jamie Vardy and Daniel Marlin are the front 3 for me today. We have Tielemans, Perez, Damari Gray, Pratt, O'Brien and Johnny Evans on the bench. We'll see what Bournemouth line up with. They've got a strong team, and Nathan Ake is definitely a player that is catching a few eyes these days. Let's look at the lineup here. We have Boric in goal, Jack Stacey, Mentham Ake and David Brooks, Lerma, Philip Billing and Ryan Fraser in the midfield. Ollie Watkins and Callum Wilson up front. I mean, it's not a bad lineup. I don't know who that left back is. That is a long ass name. Watkins, not really sure, but Callum Wilson is always a threat there, and Nathan Ake is a good centre back. But we'll get into this, and hopefully this man can score today. I'm really counting on him today, but we'll get into this. Leicester get the game on the way here, and hopefully we can grab all 3 points here. But Bournemouth are the ones that start the game on the attack here. Bournemouth over a great ball into Jack Stacey. He's on the ball. Can he do anything with it? Not really. It's a great block by Marlin, who's tracking back there, but can they still get across in? It's gone back to Brooks. Now it's with Lerma. What can Lerma? Oh, that's a great pass. Can he find the cross? Can he get in? Oh, he's gone for a shot, but Kasper Schmeichel saves, and it's gone for a corner. Leicester on the back foot here, and Kasper Schmeichel with an absolute blunder. What has he done there? Oh my days. Can Bournemouth capitalise? Oh no, they can't. Akanji comes there and sweeps the ball and gets it away. Leicester on the attack with Ndidi. Can he find anyone there? Gives it to Vardy. Vardy, oh, he loses the ball. It's not been great from him. Callum Wilson on the ball. Gives it to Billing. Billing plays in Watkins. Can Watkins do anything here? It's a shot and a save from Schmeichel. Easy. Leicester City with a great ball from Ndidi all the way to Daniel Marlin. What can he do from the left side? Cuts in. Beats one. Oh, he's beat one. Beating two. Can he finish? Oh, it's just the end product just isn't there for them. There we are. Bournemouth on the ball, and he beats Pereira with ease. Absolute poor defending there. Bournemouth seem to have the better chances there. Jesus Christ, what a hit from Philip Billing there, who's absolutely hammered that from miles away Let's take another look at that. Jesus, he's absolutely whacked that. Kasper Schmeichel's actually done really well there just to save that, but that was an absolute rocket. But Bournemouth have the corner here, and a whip it, a real high one, and Kasper Schmeichel seems to get that one away. Oh Jesus, that is bad. And a volley as well, hits the crossbar. Oh, can Bournemouth lead it? Can Bournemouth get a goal and Bournemouth score?
You've got to f***ing die to get 3 points. I'm f***ing telling you, because it's hard. It takes some f***ing say, right, we're not f***ing moving. That line's there, and we f***ing stop him. And you pick your f***ing man up, and if it's the spare man, I take f***ing blame.
And Leicester, after 22 minutes, have conceded. It's not been the greatest of start from them. Bournemouth have been the better team. Oh Jesus, they are playing FIFA Street there. That is absolutely rude. I don't know why Bournemouth are doing that, but they're absolutely violating Leicester right now. Can Leicester do something about this? They are the home team, by the way. They are actually at home and they're being run in their own yard. But Bournemouth have a free kick here. What can they do from 35 yards? He's whacked it. And that's a poor effort, to be honest. A bit too cocky. Leicester on the ball there, but Bournemouth clear it away easily. Too easy. And Callum Wilson on the charger. Callum Wilson is free on the left-hand side. What can he do with the ball here? Can he do anything? Can Pereira even get back is the question. Cuts back in. What can he do? Looks to find a path, but Pereira cuts now easily. It was poor. Leicester on the ball again. Leicester with the ball with Madison. Madison looking to find someone. Can he find Harvey Barnes? He does. Harvey Barnes in behind the left back there. Just gets past him. Can he get the cross in now? Can he find someone in the box? Drills in a low cross, but the keeper saves. Oh, Bournemouth managed to get it away though, but a bit lucky there. But Leicester easing their way back into the game. But Bournemouth again on the attack. What can they do with Brooks on the right hand side? Great challenge from Ben Chilwell, and that marks half time. It is Bournemouth 1, Leicester City 0. Leicester have been the second best team in this game. Just haven't got going at all. And Bournemouth are dominating. And Jamie Vardy, their slow day at the office. What has happened to him? A shadow of his former self. Just take a look at him. You can see in his face. Maybe he was at the club last night. Maybe a few too many booze or a bit of the booger sugar. You never know. I'm not sure what the cocaine connoisseur's thinking right now, but he really does need a goal. Maybe he needs some cat to get him back in the mood or back on the way again. With Bournemouth kicking off, it is Bournemouth 1, Leicester 0. Leicester find a way back into this game here. The ball is now with James Madison, and Jamie Vardy's made a great run. Jamie Vardy's through here. Jamie Vardy's through. We all know what's gonna happen, guys. Jamie Vardy, what a goal! The man, the legend, the man that is Leicester himself has actually scored his first goal of the season. Jamie Vardy had a top of ketamine. The ketamine king, the cocaine connoisseur, has scored for Leicester and equalised. It is now 1-1. Jamie Vardy has spoken. He has had his word. He has had his goal. And Jamie Vardy is back. We get the game back on the way there. 1-1. Bournemouth kick off, and let's see what they can do now that Jamie Vardy has actually spoken and he has had an impact on the game. Bournemouth on the ball now with Ryan Fraser on the left hand side, crosses it in. Callum Wilson there. Oh, sorry, Watkins rather. All these light skins look the same after a while. Gertz on the ball, plays a great ball to Donyell Marlin. Donyell Marlin's in here. Oh, he's in. Can he finish it? Donyell Marlin. Oh, what a goal. Donyell Marlin scores to add to Jamie Vardy's lead there. And it is now 2-1. Leicester have pulled it around in the second half here. And it is Leicester 2, Bournemouth 1. The new signing has got another goal here. Donyell Marlin is looking like the finished article there. What a great player he is. Got in behind the right back and the centre back, and managed to slip it past the keeper and slip the keeper one. It is Leicester 2, Bournemouth 1. Bournemouth get the game back on the way. Let's see how they will reply to Donyell Marlin and Jamie Vardy both scoring to let Leicester take the lead. But it looks like Leicester on the attack again with James Madison, who plays it into Donyell Marlin on the left hand side. Can he cut in and find anybody? Plays a great ball, but it is cleared for a Leicester corner. Bournemouth now on the back foot, and a substitution. Ollie Watkins, who's had a terrible game, comes off for Dominic Solanke, another failed striker. Let's see what he can do. Now Leicester with the corner. Can they put in a good ball in? Decent enough, but they seem to clear it. It's on the edge of the box with Gertz. Gertz flick the balls up, beats one guy. Can he do it? Can he really get in? Oh, it's just unlucky there, and Bournemouth managed to clear the ball there. Ball with Callum Wilson. What can he do with it? Plays it out wide to Brooks. Can Brooks find a cross? Can Brooks do anything with it? Let's see. Gives it to Stacey. Weird name for a boy. Crosses it in and gives it to Ryan Fraser. Oh, just wide of the target. Ryan Fraser, smallest man on the pitch, not able to find the target there and is unlucky. Gertz coming off for Yuri Tielemans there. He's played well today, but maybe a little fresh legs there to get the game going, get Leicester a third goal here. Harvey Barnes on the ball there, gives it to Ndidi to Maddison, and Maddison plays a great ball in to Daniel Marlin, who flicks it with his knee. Oh, he's beating him, that's looking beautiful. Can he get the final touch? Oh, a little confusion there, but Bournemouth seem to clear up the situation and Boris picks it up. Bournemouth on the ball now. What can Bournemouth do? Can they get a late equaliser? Maybe a little something. But no, Leicester on the ball there, trying to create something but just can't. It's a bit hectic, but that is full time there. And Leicester narrowly win the game against Bournemouth, winning 2-1. And they get the 3 points in the end after a great goal from Jamie Vardy and the new signing Daniel Marlin. Didn't play our best football at times, but we still managed to get over the line. I mean, we was sloppy in that first half, conceding that cheap goal to Bournemouth. But let's take a look at the man of the match, James Maddison, 8.6 match rating. Didn't get a goal today, but he did get the assist and was pivotal with the passing that he did. Let's get into the interview. I like this feature, but sometimes it seems to get a bit too repetitive. But let's see what they ask. You managed to win a close match with a decisive goal in the second half. What do you think made the difference in today's game? I mean, you know what? Should have put the game beyond doubt. We were the better team, but yeah, we were the better team. You know, we definitely, in the end, on the second half anyway, we came through with the chances and we dominated the second half. It was just that first half really that we wasn't able to play well, but we did get the win in the end. Was the win ever in doubt? I mean, first half you could say that it was in doubt, but we were the stronger side. Overall, we were the stronger side. We played the better football, created better chances. I mean, they didn't really have too many clear-cut chances. Wilson was one of the best players of the opposition today. How difficult was it to block Bournemouth's attackers from scoring? I mean, I don't know why they're gassing it up like that. It's not like they were that good. I mean, they had one good first half and then scored, and then we dominated the second half completely. Could have had 3 or 4 to be fair. I'd rather just talk about the goals that we scored and how great we played. But anyways, it is the summer transfer window deadline day. Let's take a look at some of the top deals that happened in this transfer window. Koulibaly to Real Madrid from Napoli, 110 mil. Well, that seems worth it. Jimenez, however you want to call it, to City. Varane to Dortmund as well is an interesting one. I mean, the Varane's one's not realistic. Benzema to Juve, I mean, that's their type of signing. But we'll get into our signings and look at the players that we can get and try and get for this deadline day. We have an offer for Wes Morgan, the uncle, the godfather. Let's see, from AZ Alkmaar for 1.6 mil. I mean, we'll accept that because we need the money and we need to reinvest some of the money that we lost from signing other players like Götze, Daniel Marlin and Akanji, which were quite expensive to be fair. But we're gonna take down the clock because I wanna wait and see what the scout says about the overall of some of the players that I bookmarked earlier. We have an offer here for, I don't even know, Ug. We're gonna call him Ug. Had an offer for Ug and we'll accept that because he's dead weight and we will just get rid of him, to be honest. We could do with the money. Wes Morgan's talk has broken down. I'm not sure why. Transfer also offer for Hamza Chowdhury from Bournemouth. You know what? With Bournemouth, you can always try and finesse them and you can always try and get more money out of them. If the player is young, they will be willing to buy. And Eddie Howe is an absolute schmuck, so we will be able to try and get something out of him. Look at his face. He knows he's going to get finessed. Let's take a look at this. So they've offered 7.9 million for Hamza Chowdhury and he has a value of 7 mil. We're going to put an offer for 10 million and see if he eats that one up, because I know Eddie Howe loves an expensive young British player. He's stuck to it and says 7.9 there with a 2% sell-on clause. I mean, that's not really what I was after there. So I'm going to go 9.5 million and see what he'll do. And he accepts it. Like the schmuck he is, he will accept that because he loves getting ripped off. Thank you very much, Eddie Howe. 9.5 million for Hamza Chowdhury is an absolute steal. We have finessed them, but we'll move on. We will move on and see what else we can do in this transfer. I'm still waiting for the scout to get back to me on the report of these other wingers so that we can try and bring someone in. So we're going to let the clock run down Window to Arsenal, that's a good signing for them. They need a left back there. Let's take a look to see if anything's improved or they've got back to him when the overall haven't. But we're going to go in for Pedro de la Vega. We already have his overall, so I think we're going to try and get him. Hopefully we can get him on the cheap, and if we get him on the cheap, it'll be easy for us. I'm not really trying to spend too much in the transfer deadline day. We've already spent a lot, to be fair, so you know, getting him on the cheap makes sense. And he is a young player. He's only 70 overall. He's not great, but we know the potential is there, and we know that they are going to try and run up the price. So let's see what we can get him for. His value is 3.3 million. We're going to try 4, just above what his current value is, and they are having none of that. That is 4.95 million he's asking for, which isn't that expensive, to be fair, but it is way more than his asking price, and it's a bit more than I'm comfortable paying. So we'll go 4.5 mil and try and get that one done, but the guy is not budging. He's only gone down by a little bit, 4.85 million, which isn't great. But you know what, I can't be bothered, because I know that this guy is an absolute scumbag and he is a tightwad. He's going to be negotiating with me for hours, so we just accept it just to get it out of the way. But we'll leave the contract talks for now, because I want to wait and see how it unfolds and all the other overalls of the other players. So we have that one in the bud, but we haven't gone through with the wage negotiations yet, because I want to wait out and see what happens here. I don't want to rush into anything here. As it is transfer deadline day, I couldn't help myself, and I really wanted to try and nick a player late on in the transfer deadline day. So we've got a few more players on the wish list. Sander Berge there, who's a promising young midfielder. I feel like a backup in midfield could be key if we have any injuries to Ndidi or Tielemans. So I'm looking at these two players here. Sander Berge, 21 years old, from Norway. I haven't got an overall for him, simply because it is way too late for the scout to get, and he'll get it back to me in 2 weeks, and we need him now before the transfer deadline day closes. So we're going to go in blind on this one, lads. We're actually going to go in blind without a value for the player and without an overall. It is a risky one, and I wouldn't do it unless you are a betting man, which I am. So we go chips in. We are going to see what we can get for the lad. I'm going to go with 15 million just to be safe. I'm not trying to go 30 and he accepts it straight away or anything like that. So 15 mil. Hopefully we don't insult him and that he has a little fit. Okay, 21.4 mil, which isn't bad. We have gone lower than what he's asked for, which is okay. So we can still bargain with him. 21.4 mil isn't that expensive. We can afford it, but I'm not looking to spend all of that, because we still have Pedro de la Vega there. But we go with 17 mil. To try and get it a bit cheaper there. 17 mil for Sander Berge, 21 years old. I'm still trying to think about his overall and see how good the player is. We really don't know. We just know that he's a young talent. But 21.4, I'm not having that right now. We're gonna go cheap. We're gonna go 18 mil. We've gone it up by 1 mil. Let's see if he takes that. Come on, mate. 18 mils. That's not too bad for him. 18 mil is accepted, and we've potentially got a good player here until we see the overall. I'm not quite sure what his overall is, but 18 mil doesn't sound too bad. He is a tall player and has got the attributes I'm looking for. I just need to see whether the overall is correct, but we will look into the wages, and we don't even know the wages. Okay, so we're just gonna have to go into it ourselves and get the wages done. See what he's on. Hopefully he doesn't ask for nothing too crazy. He is only 21, so I'm thinking the wages won't be too high for us here. Hopefully we can get a decent deal for him. I'm still waiting to see the overall. I'm not really sure what it is, but he wants an important squad role, so you can tell he's a player with ambition here. He wants to get into the starting line. He doesn't want to be rotation. We'll accept it just because we want him. We never actually do it, but we'll see. 4 years, no, we want 5 for the young lad. If we're getting him, we want him for as long as possible, 5 years, and he's accepted that. That's fine. No release clause. We don't do release clauses here. I do not want that in his contract, and that is brilliant. Let's just get to the wages and see how much. Okay, so they're asking for 40,000 a week, 360,000 signing bonus, and 190,000 bonus for a 5 appearance. I cannot be bothered to to negotiate with this lad. I really just want to see his overall at this point. So we do agree on this, and we do sign him. Sander Berge has signed for Leicester City. Let's see what the overall is saying, because I'm really nervous about it. We've paid 18 million for the lad, and I don't even know his overall. Absolute struggle, but I am a betting man, so let's see if it comes out good. 79 overall, which isn't too bad for 21 years old. I mean, it's better than what we have right now. It's not the greatest. He's not going to set the world alight, but it is better than what we've got. We have players like Amati, who is god-awful. Players like Mendy, who is bang average. Albrighton and Pratt, or Pratt. If your name is Pratt, I mean, you're not going to be good, are you? So Sander Berge comes straight onto the bench there. He's going to be a little rotation player for us, because he's obviously not good enough to start there, but he can fill a little role up on the bench there in case one of the main stars in that front midfield three get injured. So we've signed Sander Berge there, and I feel like if we train him up, he will be a good signing for us. Looking at Pedro de la Vega here, do we want to sign him right now? You know, I've already taken a gamble on one player. I'm not really looking to do another one. So we're going to leave Pedro de la Vega there. He looked good, but I mean, Premier League, I'm not sure if he would light it up here. Only 70 overall. It's not the best. I mean, there are better youngsters out there. I mean, I'd rather just stick with Sander Berge for now. And we have Demarai Gray as well. So we will leave that. And that concludes the transfer deadline day. We have signed Sander Berge on deadline day. A lot of money has been spent on deadline day as per usual. Wes Morgan couldn't sort it out. How convenient. He just wanted to stay here and collect the money. But, you know, he's not going to get game time here, so he can just rot in the reserves for all I care. I really do not care. I just wanted the extra money. But let's take a look at the Premier League table to see where we are at after 4 games. After beating Bournemouth 2-1, Leicester City, we are 4th place, exactly where I wanted us to be, in the Champions League spot, just in front of City, who have the same points as us. We're going to need to be more consistent if we're going to stay in this position, but it's not looking too bad for us right now. And that concludes episode 3 of the Leicester City career mode. Guys, thank you so much. Please make sure that you like, comment, share and subscribe, and follow my Twitter and Instagram. That will be right at the bottom. I'll have episode 4 for you real soon. Please guys, keep showing support. Love and peace.